Alright, everybody, welcome. Forget What You Know podcast. Name subject to change. I'm not trying to look small. Today I have with me a very esteemed guest, veshawn. Introduce yourself, buddy.
What's good. Thank you for having me, guys.
Boys, bro.
Yeah, sick to be here.
Yeah. So tell people what you're about. Yeah, tell us.
What I'm about? Shit. I am 19 years old, just doing the whole music thing. Just dropped out of uni because I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, just trying to make shit work.
Fuck it.
Just trying to make shit work.
So do you feel like uni restricts you from being more creative?
I don't think it restricts from being creative. I just think it I guess you could say yeah, it does, because you get so distracted doing really linear shit that doesn't really, I don't know, aid in your creativity.
Yeah. Also, they kind of teach you to think a certain way.
Yeah, it's very like single lane. Like you can't stray away and doing your own thing. Like there were some things that uni like taught me, like in the course, like people watching. I was studying like music production at college, right? And there were some things that were like really helpful, and that actually like helped and like benefited my music making and shit.
Yeah, right.
But that was just like a small portion for like how many units, and I had like 5 or 6 classes. Like it was only like 1 or 2 things.
Do you do your own production?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah,
nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, we listened to some of that shit. It's actually fire.
Yeah,
that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I do music as well. I just use my like shitty little laptop in Ableton. I'm just like
you got a high quality production company. Let's say you got it branded.
Yeah. Everyone starts a laptop. I have a laptop now. I'm like just on a PC. I do basically the same thing.
What do you use?
I started off on FL.
Yeah. I feel like everyone does, but I don't like FL. I like Ableton.
Good thing about the suits, man.
Yeah,
I fully paid for. I fully paid for Vegas Pro. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, no, I really fuck with FL though. I kind of fuck with Ableton. I feel like a lot of good artists use Ableton as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I started on FL. I still use it till today, but when I went to uni, they taught only like Ableton Logic and stuff. Which I wasn't expecting them to teach
Logic
FL.
that's good as well.
Yeah, because it's all like industry standard. Then they did Pro Tools, but fuck Pro Tools. That was terrible. That's like really good if you're gonna be in the studio or using big gear and stuff.
Yeah.
But
at least they're like Ableton is like
Ableton's
when
so
you get
nice.
used to it.
Oh, the workflow is so good. Like
exactly.
When I bought an interface and like got a guitar and like DI recording, it's so
good. Plus all the right audio settings are there.
Yeah, definitely.
What age did you start recording?
At what age?
Yeah.
I know I started making beats and shit in like year 10. Before that, it was just like GarageBand on the iPad.
Yeah.
I just started like that. And then,
I did my first song GarageBand.
Yeah.
I just mixed like a Macklemore song with an Eminem one.
Yes.
And like it just blows up years later.
Dude.
Like I feel like I don't know how many people have listened to it.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, SoundCloud pack.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Right, alright.
That's the word.
If I'm watching this video right now, this podcast, I'm like a young producer / music creator. I want to know how I can market my stuff. And do you have any ideas about how you get your brand out there? Because there's a lot of musicians, there's a lot of music. The supply is up here, but it's
so
saturated. So like, do you have any specific way that you go about maybe releasing a song or like an album rollout? Or are you going to keep it close to your chest?
No, I'm willing to share a little bit. Like that, I don't know too much. Like I'm currently learning and like trying right now. Because it wasn't up until like the start of this. And also to answer your question from earlier, it was like year 11 and year 12. I started recording. I think I recorded my first thing as like my phone as a mic. I use voice memos.
Yeah,
and just like recorded that.
That's how I did my videos as well.
Yeah, exactly. It works well. It's good money. But yeah, when it comes to marketing and stuff, I feel like to get your brand out there. But nowadays the biggest thing is just using like all the social media platforms. What I'm like trying to go about is, which I don't really like doing, is like using TikTok a lot.
I was gonna say
TikTok is to join the cold audience. Straight up.
It just says it just goes through the algorithm though.
Nah, it's honestly good though in terms of that, like the algorithm. But I see it as like a funnel, right?
The
start of it
starts with awareness, and then it goes way down. You have the coldest of the cold people that give zero fuck. And then eventually you pester them to like, I think like 6 or 7 times till they make an informed decision about whether they like you or not. That's the thing about it.
So you've done your research, I like that.
I know. I saw like a dude explaining that, and actually one of my classes, the teacher explained it, but I'm like, I saw this on social media last week going,
points to the whiteboard, TikTok.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Literally. But and then so TikTok just like bring in cold audiences, and I'm trying my hardest to do that. It's a bit weird in that content. I'm sort of fully like creative with like coming up with like good ideas to catch people and stuff like that. Everyone's low attention spans and shit.
Yeah.
And then,
what do you do in your creative process? when you're writing music.
When I'm writing
It's
music.
like I just read Seth Rogen wrote a book, Yearbook it was called, and he says he was in the studio with like Snoop Dogg or something, and Snoop's like, alright, send the hose in, and like all these women just come in and like start pole dancing and shit. He's just writing lyrics for 20 minutes, and then he's like, alright, I'm done, and they leave.
Yeah.
So like, what's your version of that process?
My version of that, there's no hose in the studio. That's the best. That's the best song. Nah, but
Not yet.
I'm sorry, crying too much. I'm still working. But my creative process, it always varies like per song. I'll have one song maybe where I'll end up like spending like not too long on the beat. Maybe I'll just come up with like, just like a 4 or 8 bar beat.
Right.
For it.
So it's not always the beat first.
Yeah, no, it's not always. Sometimes I'll like have lyrics ready. Like if I'm literally just like taking shit, I'll literally be typing shit up. Like sometimes bars just come just sitting down. I don't know when you listen to music there. It's like hell, it's
because nature's calling too.
Yeah, straight up. It's like Western meditation. Just fucking bars.
Do you have to have like your song playing whilst you're writing?
Sometimes I have to like I can listen to the beat to like get a flow in mind, but
I feel like you need a tempo.
Yeah, I need to get it like I have a beat to like have a flow in mind or something like that, or like a melody. At least like I'll hum things usually, and then I have to turn it off when I write though, because it like distracts me because I'm like typing while I'm not really hearing myself saying, so it may sound weird. And then because I wasn't really ever like that good at like singing per se and stuff like that, I was just good like maybe like coming up with like nice lyrics and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I would set up a separate like piano roll track, and then like key in the melody and like the timing of how I wanted my vocals to be.
Yeah, cool.
Then I play that over the beat, and then I like write my vocals with the piano thing playing, so I can like hear the notes and try and hit that.
Yeah, do you ever have fun with auto-tune? It's the best. You ever have fun with auto-tune?
Yeah.
It's
It's the best thing. It took me so long to learn how to mix vocals though. It took me a while to like have fun with it because I hated vocals for the longest time.
Yeah, I feel like everyone does.
Yeah, you get over that though, and then you realize it.
Right, I just get over that like quick.
Yeah. It's hard. It is hard. It takes me a while, and I'm still trying to experiment and do different shit. Anyway.
I got an interesting question for you. What do you think is like the worst thing in like music culture as of right now?
The worst thing in music culture as of right
Like, what's one thing you see and you're always like, bro, I'm never like you ain't never gonna catch me doing that. It's a bit touchy in terms of Astro World like 10 minutes. Was it like a couple of days ago? So like I guess that's kind of whack, that whole event.
Yeah, that is a pretty whack event. Like I don't know all the details, and always the media articles always twisted.
Yeah, it's cloudy. Yeah,
it is.
And I don't know why it is that. Like,
yeah,
it's so cloudy because there's millions of people on it, but like millions of people there, enough to stampede to like.
I don't know. Can you just place all the blame on Travis?
I'm not. Like personally, I'm not. Like I'm not saying like it's free from blame. Like, obviously, he's put it on wires.
But like people would cancel him. Yeah.
That's such a fucking stupid
That's
thing.
the worst thing about
Go get money, bro. Why the fuck are you trying to cancel Travis Scott? It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether you fucking hate him or love him.
No, they're cancelling him.
He's already everywhere.
That's the part that's like.
When you're that big, any exposure.
Yeah.
Because you can cover shit up. So
I would say at any moment. Like right now, if you just churned out like hateful, I don't know, like things that people would like.
I feel like one thing, like to answer the earlier question about music marketing, which I'm trying to do more so, is have opinions, be opinionated, don't be neutral. Try to be like neutral and like perfectly central on social media and be like everything's cool. It's like that's not the fucking.
But I feel like some people out there try to take the opposite kind of angle so that they get more views and shit.
Agreeable.
Yeah, they just go against the current, so like people hate on them and then they blow up more because of the hate.
Yeah. You have to have some sort of hate. I started thinking about that recently. I'm like, I need more hate.
Bro, you
do not have enough.
Not to tell you,
everyone hate on this guy.
Bro, send hate speech my way. I need to get a death threat sometimes. Really fuck.
Oh my god.
I need more of that, but like.
Yeah, like when people interact with stuff, I think I saw this stat or some statistic from Facebook. They're more likely to stick around if the content makes them angry than if it's any other emotion. It's like if you interact with something and it's like, fuck, I'm pissed off. Like,
yeah, because people like to fixate on something for you, like your brain just like occupied and just like circulate on and stir you up.
Bro, it's like people like, have you seen that chick eating booty?
No.
Bro, oh my god.
No.
So pretty much what she does, she goes and protests. Like this is fat, I fuck with it. Like sick idea. It's just like a bit of shit cunt.
Yeah.
Like you have to have that. You have to have that like thing. And if she wants to debate about that, you know where to find me. But yeah, like when you have that, she wants to have. She's like fulfilling this purpose of trying to send more people to be vegans. and she's doing all these like very provocative, what's called protests. She went to KFC and like I'm talking about it right now, so it's working.
Or like pig's blood.
Exactly.
Yeah, with like blood and shit and like.
Yeah.
You saw that, yeah?
I have
that went pretty viral, I think.
Oh shit, yeah.
But yeah, what do you think your like alternative to that is? Just go on Travis, John Asherworld and say fuck you, Travis.
Dude, yeah,
I'm cancelled, bro.
Dude,
everyone's saying that.
It could work. I feel like a lot of people say that anyway, and like, I don't know. I feel like it's really hard for me to like do that and like root it and make it seem as if I actually Travis. So that's literally like, I just don't feel strongly enough about that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very hard. Yeah,
it's authenticity, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like I'm trying to be more authentic on like on my platforms and shit like that. And I'm trying to treat Instagram with, like in a way of people that already like are following me and shit to actually understand me as a person and like see my views and shit like that.
I can help you out with that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, hell yeah. I like to learn about that. I'm still early in this shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, that's like a whole different side. Yeah, you can be creative as creative as you want.
Yeah.
Your content can be like up here.
Exactly.
But like, it's not going out to anyone. It's not going out.
Yeah, you don't have to get it around. Yeah.
But that's also like the benefit of TikTok. Like,
TikTok is
randomly put shit out and it'll just like, if you have tits or if you're good, like, if you're funny.
Yeah, well, I feel like you kind of lose authenticity when you go down that path.
It's hard, because I follow like
especially like creating a TikTok image.
Yeah, but no, I don't think the app is the problem. Like it's
yeah,
just where humanity is.
But it's just
right.
given it like a problem. It's allowed a problem to occur.
Yeah, letting humans exist.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, TikTok's really good in the sense that like anybody can just come across your shit, and also if you just get over like I got over it ages ago about like feeling cringe and shit. Like once you get over that, bro, you can live your actual life. Anybody like out there that like looks at things and thinks it's cringe, like bro, fucking grow up. Like once you get over that shit,
it's like instilled into us.
Yeah,
everybody has that. Like it's
the secondhand embarrassment. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Like, and it's like kind of like. I'm not trying to blame school, but it happens in your formative years at school, and it's just like, bro, just ego is just clashing.
It's so bad in school, dude.
Yeah.
And I was not self-aware of like that shit at all.
Yeah,
I was so caught up in it. And I was like,
I would say it's like kind of a big step. Oh, definitely is a big step to like go from having that thing inside you, like just being completely blank slate, like you in like year 6, just like chilling, and then to go through the steps and to start making content and putting yourself out there. Do you think that there's a way that there's an experience that you had that made you strong enough to actually take that leap? Because a lot of people won't take that leap at all.
I think it would have to be the fact that I spent a lot of time just by myself with music. I barely talked to people about music shit when I first did it. Like I'd show mates like my beats here and there. And like it was like decently received. Like probably there's a good chance there's a good amount of people that were just yes maning me because anybody can yes man and say like, yo bro, this shit goes hard.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be like, oh here's my beat and like that's dog shit.
I mean like some people would be like, oh yeah, and I appreciate that, but like maybe back then I probably take it a bit more to heart, but then now it's like I had to fucking take criticism.
Yeah, so you took like a hard down criticism in you, and that kind of like strengthened you to the point where you're like, fuck, this means nothing. Like you experienced it and then you were like, or is that not?
What do you mean for like
as in to make you kind of self-confident in that way?
I think it came, like I was always unsure about my music up until, I remember like I released like, my first song on SoundCloud, like with my vocals and shit. I didn't really like it too much personally. Like over time I listened to it and I was like, fuck, I actually don't like it. But people still like it, like even to this day.
That's crazy.
And I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like, the more you listen to your music, you're like, oh, this is something shit about this. Yeah, it's just like staring at yourself in the mirror. The longer you do it,
you hyper-analyze.
Exactly.
When it's your own song, you listen to like every single thing. It's like nobody listens to music.
Yeah,
I don't listen to people's music like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely not. Like surely as a creator, you would be like, bikini.
Oh yeah. But when I'm like in the mood to like, when I'm in like the creative mood and trying to think of inspiration, I pay attention. After making music, I pay attention. I listen to music for sure.
It's like, bro, there's things you can have, songs you listen to for time, and then you hear it like in a new way. You like hear that little thing in the background. You're wearing your certain headphones with that, like at that point, you're just like, bro, I never heard this before. It's like
100%.
You like hide those little gems in your music, Gary?
Yeah. I try to. I haven't done it too much. Like, I think I done it like on White Chicks.
Yeah.
Like when the second time the whole verse comes out.
Shout out Catalina.
Yeah, shout out Catalina. I don't actually say the last name, but shout out Catalina. Cheer for that.
Yeah.
But I remember like the second time the book comes back, there's like an extra instrument just laid in the background. I just needed, my brain just wanted something like different the second time around to not make it sound the same.
Yeah.
But you really can't hear it unless you're fucking like blasting it, like cranking it. It's just like a very soft twinkle.
I love cranking it though.
Yeah.
It's like one setting, bro, like just 100 when I'm listening to it. I don't know, is that like you? Are you like chill? I say music's more chill. That's what I would listen to.
Yeah.
Usually. Still fat.
Yeah, I feel like a wide range. I feel like so much other different shit coming out.
Yeah, but listened to a song before. It was like kind of like a mix between Blink 182 and like Lil Peep.
Which one? Was that a song?
I don't know what it was called. But it was, what was it on Spotify? Yeah, one of those songs. But like, I like how you can mix that kind of rock genre.
Yeah.
That's more the singing kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it. I remember I've got like this beat like set up, like right, I haven't done the vocals for it because I'm a big procrastinator.
Yes.
I set up so many projects and then just don't like really work. So I'm like, nah,
you just gotta make. Like, the more you create, better you get.
Yeah, you gotta get it out of your head.
I like that as well.
You like have so many ideas just stuck in your head and you're like, oh shit.
Like I think before Kanye got started, he pretty much rewrote all these albums from like the 80s or 90s. All the like the rap. Yeah, he rewrote all the songs. Like he made the beats for. Yeah, he redid like a whole bunch of them, and then he just did it for like 3 songs. And that's how he got good at making music.
That definitely applies to mimicking.
Yeah.
Like even till now I mimic because it's like my music I make is like a combination of all the artists I listen to. So it's like it's always gonna be mimicking.
Yeah, so that's the exact same as me. There's not one video I have right now that's just like completely original.
Yeah, but that's
always like
that's a better thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. But like I can't say
take something.
You get to that point.
Yeah.
That's like the foundational stage.
Yeah.
And then you become original, and that's like kind of when you.
That's when you add to it, I think.
Yeah. That's like your peak, and you'll have like your magnum opus or like creations and shit like that. You'll be like, damn, nobody else is.
Right. So like we're like early innovators of both of our content, like all of our content.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Fast forward like 5 years, I'm gonna watch this and be like, bro. For one, look at but also like look how young we were, like look how like successful we've become, shit like that. That's why it's so tight. They're like time captures, bro.
100%. Hey, that's the best thing.
Time
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cool that it's like all these kind of things like accessible to us. Like,
Oh, bro, for sure.
Like given that we can like use all this technology, right? Because there's a lot of ways to use it wrongly and just like get caught up in it.
What do you mean, like wrongly?
Not in terms of creation, but in terms of getting absorbed into it. Absorbed into it, thinking like all your life is over here. Shit like that. It's just as bad as thinking all your life is what fucking VC is like. Motherfuckers are caught up.
That's like the line with everything, the balance. Like how much do I use it as a tool, how much do I use it as like something that brings me like dopamine.
Yeah, I think about the balance a lot. And I think like all balances are ironic.
What do you mean?
Like everything in life, when it balances out, becomes ironic. Like someone is born good looking and then gets successful and then their face gets ruined.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's a funny element to it.
Yeah, like just that irony is in a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure. Because we live in a dual universe, bro. Like everything's dualistic. Did you see my story I posted this morning?
Yeah.
It was like, what is that? Let's get it.
Let's get it up.
This is like some it's like you on the toilet writing lyrics. This is just me like consuming content, just being like, bro. I was like, yeah, that was a good one. Those people are made to be loved, things are made to be used. So why are we loving things and using people? It's like,
well, it's
we say that
I'm just part of it. So.
People are made to be loved, things are made to be used. So why are we loving things and using people?
Oh,
the actual good one was like this, like it's like mother space, part of Palestine, like to stuff. And I was like, anyway, you have like an electric sun and a magnetic moon, like a sun and like nighttime,
I get what you mean.
Duality, right? And I was like, what forms during the coming together of the sun and the moon? That would be like an eclipse. The same thing that is created during the coming together of man and woman, mother and father, space and time, electricity and magnetism, life itself. Damn. Somebody chopped that up, put it in the start of a beat. Now that's good.
Yeah, honestly.
We'll both do it and make a version.
Yeah, honestly.
That would be crazy, actually.
Hey, you know what I saw? From yonks ago, like, your freestyle, bro. The Jid one. No, what's it called?
Yeah.
Is it Jid?
Yeah, the Jid.
Oh, bro, that was tight.
I was down, bad.
Oh, that was tight.
Thank you, bro.
But that was like, alright, this kid's got it. That was like, this
Thank you,
bro.
bro.
So close. Yeah.
It was a written freestyle.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I know, it was off the dome, bro. Shut up.
recently I've been trying to do off the dome, which is like fun, but I sound more like
so hard.
shit. It's
I wish I could freestyle.
Dude,
every minute wishes.
Dude, legit, you just like, you gotta play the music that like gets you in the mood to it. Like music that you feel like you can just like sing along to. Like recently I started like bumping like Lucky, this artist, right? And I don't know, he's just like super chill, but he's just like mumbling half. Not like in Cardi sense, but like in sense of like it's just a repetitive flow.
Yeah, see, I feel like I've heard a lot of unreleased tracks. I used to be really big into like music when I was younger. Like year 10, 15.
Yeah.
And I'd always be starting like unreleased tracks, like leaked versions. And like most of the time artists would like have a feel for the song. They'll be like, they have a little bit of bars, but then they'll just replace it with the, like the, just scratch it out.
Yeah.
And they come and fill it in later. I reckon that's the best way.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do that now. I used to never do that, just because I've never tried to freestyle. But now like I've started practicing freestyling.
Hell yeah.
And then, I guess like the piano roll was my way of like trying to sort of like, what's called, have something put down and then fill in later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like spend so much time like trying to perfect my takes and vocals and stuff like that.
But even like having a verse written and then like recording every sentence.
Like
separately,
huh? Do you mean like separately, like punching?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I feel like a lot of artists do that. Like I can hear that.
Yeah.
The way you go about
It depends on the song.
Okay.
Like some songs it sounds really good, like when you have a flow and then you like just punch it with the next one. Like that's that new wave rap.
It's like super. It's so sick because you know how you have a drum, like it hits a drum. It's like big, like the sound wave is like big and then it goes small.
Yeah.
Same way where the first time you say something, it's like ba 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 ba, and then you like go down after that.
Yeah.
If you keep like hitting the up thing, it's like fat.
Yeah, legit. It's like I don't know. Yeah, there's many different ways you can go about like recording. And for me, I don't know. My process is always changing. I'm trying new things and shit like that.
Yeah, nice.
Same. I always base like an idea off an experience. So like experience is endless. Yeah. If you have like not a shit life, like not a boring life, you have it.
Life's like completely shit.
You can create whatever.
100%.
It's like
you put your emotion into what you make. Like you said, I think you said that you moved with your mum somewhere. So you live with your mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you use that?
So I put a little bit of it into my music. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not too much. Really. I don't know. Only recently I'm trying to like maybe incorporate like my childhood and like growing up and like my parents.
Yeah, it's definitely a good move, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know. Like just talking about it like just as it is, like about the experience and stuff. I don't know how I like incorporate it. Yeah.
But if you
like all the emotions from like the shit that went on.
If you could rap about your life, then someone might relate, and then like there'll be a heaps of people.
Relatability. That's Drake.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
be real. You gotta be yourself and just be relatable.
No, I feel like Kanye is not.
But he raps about life.
But Drake, no, I'm talking about Drake in terms of like he makes like radio tracks.
Yeah, Drake's a fucking NPC.
But like
He's fucking yes.
He's in Toronto somewhere, just like throwing bands on the street. Anyway, like anyway, it's just like stock standard. It's like McDonald's version of relatability. Like anybody can project whatever they feel. It's like when people read like astrology readings. Like you can project whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like the person who's saying it. That's why it's so like good.
Yeah, 100%. It just works and it's like the shapes are like the blocks fit in set. It's just fucking wide off. It's real shit. Like, it just works, bro.
That's why he has no bitches in the studio.
Working on
it. Also a problem with music, I think. Have you heard of like how, I don't know if this is a known thing, I don't even know if this is a true thing, but like how music can have like frequencies about it in terms of like hertz?
You mean like alchemy and shit?
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it enough.
Bro, because like
I want to look into it though.
Oh, for sure.
Because I know that it's probably some rolling place.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I watched XXXTentacion talk about this type of shit. And I was like, bro, like, he used to play with like the frequencies and like, because there's all this content on YouTube, they're just like, they're called like,
It's a 432 hertz.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
And they bring it down because like usually everything's tuned to like A 440 hertz. That's what the actual tuning is, but there's been so many tunings that throughout the years that they've changed the standard.
Yeah.
And it's very weird how like on most like
you know what exactly
doors and shit.
Yeah.
It's very tricky to bring your shit down to 4. To like just change your fucking standard tuning. It's very difficult. I don't know why they make it so difficult.
Because it's like default on most systems,
Yeah, like you can go and like mess with the sense and like pitch it down, but it's still some very weird decimal number that's like
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just like bring it down.
Right.
kind of bizarre.
Apparently they're fucking connected to like your chakras. Apparently there's like 7 resonant frequencies that the human body like. Have you seen those like there's videos with the speakers and they're like playing it really loud and the water makes different.
Yes. Like speaking, they put like powder like on a
Hell
plate.
yeah, bro, we're 70% water. So like when these things hit us, like the sound waves.
Yeah, I thought about that
bro,
actually. Yeah,
yeah, that's like 432. I can feel it sometimes. I don't know if it's placebo. I don't know if I look dumb as that, but like I listen to it. I'm like, bro, I can feel it in my heart. It's like I can feel it. Yeah. It's crazy. So like, if X did it, surely you could do like manipulate it in a way.
Yeah, I need to like spend time.
Yeah, for sure.
Manipulation of frequency and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's definitely.
That's actually like a form of mind control. Like you make people feel a certain emotion, and then they're like, and then you're like at the end like, alright, like.
Yeah, it definitely. I've got a feeling it's definitely some sort of unspoken formula. In like music.
Yeah,
that's what's really great.
I saw something like someone I think plugged like an oscillator into a mushroom and it changes the frequency.
Yes, the mushrooms like
yeah.
They plug into like a bunch of like this console and shit like that. I think that's so sick from the electromagnetic.
The shrooms.
That's beautiful. That's the sickest thing I've ever seen.
There's something really interesting about shrooms.
I need to have like an actual good shroom.
Like mycelium is the same as like the neural map. Yeah, we all come from the same thing.
It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Nature and technology.
Yeah.
They're just robots, just different skin and insides. They're both systems.
Yeah, it's true. But one can feel.
Can they? How do you know we're not robots? Natural robots. That have the ability to feel.
You never really know.
I'm gonna make a video on this. I've got a fat like script lined up. Yeah, bro. What about like your musical influence? Who do you think has affected you most in your creative career?
Affected me most. When I begun, it was X. When I begun, it was definitely X. I remember throughout year 10, year 12, and shit, it was so much. Because I think like as a kid, I don't know. I even until now, like I don't know, it's like not bullshit. I don't know, but I was always bubbling up. So I knew I always had like pent up. Like I always been passive aggressive since forever.
Yeah.
It's like when you listen to like that, and the music that is really honest and just brutal as fuck. Like, it's a very nice release, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be able to like express myself in that same way. Or even just like a chill man, just like for any emotion, like not just being fucking angry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Like first and foremost, before influencing anybody else, like
he was so good, bro. Like I don't really like his music, but like the way he speaks. That's like why I think long form content is the best way to go for a musical artist right now. Because anyway, he smashes out a song, like short of becoming viral on TikTok, or like having your music like under, you know what I'm talking about, like.
wait, I'm not.
Other than that, like I don't really discover new music, like well, obviously I do, but like people don't on like a mad like viral scale. So like I think the way forward is definitely like long form content, because like I definitely connected with X.
Yeah, nah, 100%. Yeah, because I feel like like TikTok wasn't a thing.
No,
it was like crazy.
But also the best way to become successful is to die.
I mean, like it depends if you see it. It's like successful in terms of like how much your brand identity can bring.
Well, like how much
do
do you
that's
like,
successful.
When an artist dies, how much more do you reckon people listen to their music?
People pay so much more attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's an industry thing because the labels run their music and they pump the fuck out of the market.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
It is very sad, yeah. With like the X and like Peep and everybody. I remember like I didn't listen to Macklemore that much, but like when he passed, I just got self-care on fucking like next time.
And then you just
want to play every day. And I'm like,
it
didn't
exactly what happened to
Damn, man.
And I was
Love
like,
Macklemore.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, legit though. I didn't even fuck with him, man. Like I haven't sussed him. No.
I haven't sussed him properly either.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
It's like cringe after you die. Like you're about to bandwagon after they die.
Yeah, you really feel it. You're like, damn man, fuck, I'm too late. I saw him pop up last year, but I said,
yeah, legit.
I listened to something. Yeah, that's crazy. Scroll.
Yeah, but also to your point, if either three of us died right now, people would be like,
yeah, well,
so like, what is the point that?
I guess you have to be successful to be more successful.
Yeah.
When you die, but
you have to put yourself out there. For sure.
Yeah.
You can do shit through the internet all you want, but I feel like another big thing is like having organic connections and meeting people like in real life. I forced myself like this year, like go and like do a show and shit like that. It was small. Like I remember it was only I don't know how many people came to
play some clips. I'll play some clips right now. But yeah, go.
Yeah. And I think like Andy sent like a bunch of footage and shit, so I can give you that.
Cool.
But like, Yeah, like a bunch of like homies and shit came out to support. It was just a fun thing.
So
Like performing live, and then like random people came up to me like, "Hey, this shit is actually fucking sick."
Yeah, where'd you perform?
It was at Laundry Bar. That was my first.
Oh,
time.
okay.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Upstairs.
tight.
That's pretty.
How'd you learn that?
I think like ages before that, I emailed Laundry asking for gigs.
So you just asked, legit. That's how I do my podcast.
They asked me, and then they told me like they have like an upcoming event, and this is like way earlier in the year. And then they're like, oh yeah, a month from now we have like an event, we can put you on it. And then I was like, yeah, bet, okay. And then I think I came around to it, and they said like, what's it called? They like booked it out for somebody else. So then I was like, alright, no, that's whatever. Doesn't matter, it's all good. Then I was just chilling, just doing music shit.
Yeah.
And then I randomly get an email from like their management saying, oh yeah, we got openings again. I think it was like one of their like rollout emails. So all the artists that are interested. And I saw the email and it took me like 3 days. At first I was like, do I actually want to like do it?
Yeah.
And I was so hesitant at first.
Really?
Do I want to do it? Like,
Do you think there's a timeline where you can do it? Or you would have always gone?
And
Definitely
a huge timeline. Like
Yeah.
the only I was going to say earlier, like it was only December 2019 when I dropped my song Fault. That was like my first chapter of like, oh shit, wow, I'm actually genuinely proud of what I'm doing. It sounds good, and I can listen to it like I'm listening to somebody else.
Damn.
And be like, damn, this shit's fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite song to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
nice.
love Fault. But yeah, from that point on, I gained a lot more confidence. It was well received by people, and yeah, I think when I did the gig, I just forced. I was in the comfort zone for ages, like just making music at home and doing the online thing. But I was like, I need to switch it up and just try and do a gig.
Yeah.
At least fucking try. Because people are.
Wait, why did you do a thing of this? Like a show?
Yeah.
We can put it into, bro, it's 11:11 today. We can put that shit into the universe.
Hey,
That shit
real
was
shit.
Yeah.
Real fucking shit.
Because for people that don't even know, Victoria, we're like the only state in the world who's been locked down for the longest.
Yeah.
We were there for like 3 months. We just came out of a 3-month one. But yeah, how'd you go, man?
Lockdown was up and down. Like I'll have like days where I'm like completely chill, mainly because like even though I do music and shit, I
Yeah.
still love video games. And I don't like games harder than I used to when I was younger, mainly just because it doesn't give me that same fucking like chemical imbalance in my brain. That makes me like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah.
It's just like I hop on Discord and talk to my homies and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
fine.
and those are the same people I used to talk to like from like Black Ops 2 back in 2013, like.
Yeah,
And it's
nice.
just like, if it weren't for these people, I could like speak to you online, like people like that are free as fuck all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be wrecked at home just like not talking to people.
Yeah, legit.
Because I don't know, like, the first lockdowns were chill. But it's like you're coming in and out of it, like people were like were pretty relaxed, just making memes. And then it came to a point in time, it's just like you have nothing to talk about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's literally living the same.
Everybody asks you, it's like, oh, so what's been happening?
Yeah, it's such a Groundhog Day thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. You were just like talking about how the fucking toast was in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like nothing to talk about.
I mean, because like you are sort of just creating for
That's
yourself.
kind of interesting.
So like you would have shit to talk about. Whereas like a normal person is just kind of like, yeah, just studying.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was the good thing. Is like I could just, at least just like practice my craft.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways you can go with it. You can either like sink into lockdown and like hedonism, or you can like work on yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. So
No, I just think it's funny that we like need to do things to talk about it. Like people,
yeah, that's funny.
we need to do like you stop doing stuff. You actually like, did you find that you stopped talking to more people
You mean like
during lockdown?
During lockdown.
Yeah, there's people that you stopped talking to.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Because like there's circumstances that keep friendships alive. It's like a respirator.
Yeah. High school's a prime example of that.
Yeah, high school, exactly.
High school is the
Yeah, and then once you like move beyond high school, then you find people like differ in maturity, and then like everyone, you like can't be held by anything because there's no context.
Yeah, exactly. Because once you like pass high school, like depending on how you were in high school, I was very closed off. I was very reserved in high school,
Yeah,
and I didn't really know how to like properly I didn't like fully understand myself, like even like the slightest sense. Like I was just trying to like get by and just like like fit in. That was just the main thing. And then when you get out of it, you realize like that's just like such a fucking insignificant part.
it's a
of
bubble
life.
world.
You just focus on let's like being yourself and just
Yeah. You know why I find creative people like all of us have that kind of thing about high school? It's because it's the first time you're exposed to like some actual really like, I don't know, like.
But it's also like up until that point in your life, all you've done is what you've been told to do.
Yeah. So like you finally.
Especially in private school, you got to act a certain way.
Oh,
show time.
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
private school?
Yeah, you guys went. That's cool. Yeah, you guys went to private school. I went to.
I went to.
Yeah.
I
No, yeah, mine was so it was alright. Like it was chill. I've heard shit about private schools like the way.
Yeah, no,
she says
it's just like mind control, bro. Like
it sounds so.
Yeah, it's just they just set you up your whole life to be an employee.
Yeah.
Not an employer. Yeah.
I was thinking about it recently as well because I'm not like I'm not crazy with like finances and shit. I see the way everyone's getting into like crypto and how that's a really big thing now. And like basic finance shit, like I know a little bit, but like I think about all the years at school and I didn't learn shit about that.
Yeah,
they teach you how to manage your money or how to like go to real estate if you want like a property. If you want to go,
because they don't know, bro.
No, they just don't want you to know.
I mean, like that isn't.
Why do people that do know aren't teaching it to other people?
Exactly, they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
If everyone's like successful, it's not good.
There has, it's like for society, there has to be a hierarchy.
Are you gonna go into the crypto part, like theme? Because like NFTs, bro, and music.
I think I feel like there is a collision sign happening. I need to look into it more.
Bro, I'm cutting this out, but I'm making all my videos into NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fat way to go.
That would be funny.
One takes one to blow up, all of them NFTs, people are like, I can financially benefit from this.
Yeah.
That's actually it's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah. Or like, what about a record label?
A record label?
Yeah. That's like most like Kanye did. Yeah, it's a record label.
Was that when he
just signed off Rock?
Or was that after he was established?
He was just a producer.
Yeah, but he had his own company, remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
Last call.
Yeah.
Anyway, we like Kanye. Yeah, so, I think there's no reason not to.
Oh, people
there's plenty of reasons not to actually.
Yeah, you can shit on Kanye easily.
I like how he just said. I don't think this was used that much, but as a person, I fuck with it. I think he's funny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. I think he's funny as well.
Hell yeah.
I think like unintentionally sometimes, like he's just like it's just because the way he just speaks his mind.
Yeah.
The shit he says.
He doesn't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, he just
doesn't give a fuck.
So many people get pissed off, and I'm like, yeah, this is sick.
How energizing is it to see? Like it's you don't see it.
It's almost refreshing.
Oh my god, that's like what I'm trying to do on this platform, bro. Like,
Yeah.
speak 100% like what's in here.
100%.
That's like why I like having podcasts and connecting with people because like there's no filters here.
Exactly, and it's good that you like that because it's like I feel like a lot of things, and if you want to navigate like digitally nowadays, you have to be very filtered and
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember like it started off on YouTube and like how they monetize shit and everything. You say like one word wrong.
Yeah, bro. I got a community guideline strike as right now already.
Yeah, it's tough, eh? Like you make like a fucking sad face. It's like nah, fucking strike. Trying to motion.
It's right there. He breathed wrong.
It's so bad. I'm like, I don't know how you'll match that.
Bro. I just have self-belief, and I think you do too. That like at the end of the day, people are gonna see.
You gotta trust the process always. Trust the process. Trust in yourself more than anything.
Yeah.
Like shit will work.
Because the moment that like this channel gets deleted will be the same moment that my next one blows up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you're not just like, oh, it's gone. I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah.
It's
Like you don't like, bro. People who like have too much focus on the numbers don't realize the fan base they're actually cultivating.
Yeah.
It's like I can make 25 different accounts. If I have 1,500 fans, say, they got all going to go subscribe to all the different accounts, or they're gonna have me on multiple socials, and like I feel like it's very unhealthy to focus on the numbers.
Yeah,
100%.
And I know people like in our circles.
Yeah, because
like,
if you like consider the fans as numbers,
yeah, that's the problem.
You kind of move away from your own originality.
100%. Because yeah, so you just because at the end of the day, it's like the numbers you're trying to equate these like followers and like people that pay attention to you.
Yeah, but then you become a slave to the numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you gotta understand.
Working for you anymore.
Yeah, it's like pie shit.
Pie.
Yeah.
I was thinking that movie today.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
What's cool?
It's like some weird old school movie about like a guy who discovers there's a connection between.
Yeah, he just works with pie, and then
he finds out too much and he like drills his head out.
yeah.
So it's like ignorance is bliss type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
Another
agree.
balance.
Just even that term, ignorance
And
is
art.
so fucking true.
Tie.
It is a lot like when you're bearing so much knowledge, you're like, fuck, what? It's like it's not learning a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Realizing shit.
Just put it out there, bro.
Put it out there.
That's
whatever
what
you can. Even just the emotion of it, like some sort of creation.
It's just, I'm addicted to like posting stories because like I just fucking.
It helps.
Oh, bro.
100%
It's
helps.
so good. Like I see you post heaps. Like I have like not as many fucking like followers as you. Like before I just do the numbers thing. Like I'm not sharing it to the high like as the same amount of people that you got.
Yeah.
Especially after this podcast. That's it.
No. Sorry, we're not gonna compete about that. That's not numbers.
But yeah, like so I have like a close friend, so like I don't fucking post. Like what I'm trying to say is like you're more public with it, whereas I'm like reserved as fuck for right now.
Yeah. I still push it.
It's not me,
close
friends.
friends, but like,
What do you mean?
It's not being reserved now.
Nah, I'm keeping it that way. Because, like, bro, if people see what I post, like, it's just gonna be a different perception.
Yeah, you obviously cultivate like a certain image.
Yeah, the package that I'm in will be different. Yeah, but it's the same person on the inside. So,
For sure.
We're also going to maintain that disposition, being genuine, but also having, like, I don't know, a bit of bubble wrap around.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. You have to like not say too much.
Yeah.
And be too completely like.
Yeah,
just like.
It's like talking to the opposite sex of some regard, or like someone that you like romantically. You can't give away everything at the start, even if you want to.
Yeah, you can't be too vulnerable.
Yeah. Because it's like,
I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't base shit off that way.
what do you mean?
Like if you walk into something playing a character, you might get stuck there.
No.
Or you might build like a friendship based on the character, or they're both characters.
Yeah, but like it's like the Japanese have like 3 faces. One you show to everyone, one you show to your close friends and family, and then to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you can't show the one you show to yourself only on the first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Like it's like walking in like naked, effectively.
But if you find someone, like I mean, that's kind of why like love is inexplainable, because like
Inexplainable, yeah.
yeah, because when you find someone, then you can show yourself, the face of yourself to them as well. So like it kind of draws over to the other, you know, what face you show your friends and family.
Yeah,
Like
true.
Love makes you transcend.
True.
Yeah.
True, yeah. That's why it's fucking some 5D shit on some Matrix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you believe in God?
Do I believe in God? Like there is higher powers?
Tell me, bro.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not gonna like say it don't exist.
Yeah.
I grew up like in a Catholic family, but I don't consider myself like about any religion.
Yeah.
Just because I see so much shit that goes on like in media, or like the screwed up shit I see with like the Vatican and like the church and shit like that. That's just disgusting. Like fuck pedophiles. I want to say it like to any person, like yo, if music shit really doesn't work out, vigilante. Fucking ruin these guys.
That's it, bro. Yeah, seriously.
I'm never gonna do that, but like it's like
Maybe in 10 years when it's normalised.
Yes, true.
Can you imagine? I feel like a lot of like, you know those like weird conspiracy theorists, they're always like thinking about the worst case scenario. Like, oh, we're too accepting, soon we're going to accept this, and then soon we're going to accept that. Bit of that, bit of one of those.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know, I feel like all this accepting is going to lead to a crash.
Bro, for sure.
Like if we advance too quick, we're going to crash even quicker, because
you know, one of my close friends
that's the balance.
At the end of every civilization of note, there's always been, like, like at the end, like something happens to fuck it up.
Yeah.
They just crumble as a thing, usually from the inside, yeah. They always turn towards like perception of the self. And that's expressed through like gender identity, like all that shit that's like very like self-consumed.
Yeah.
They're no longer serving a higher purpose. They're all like, that's like our society today.
They're just feeding the character even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying there's anything specifically wrong with it. I think it's just like a like a side effect of being more intelligent, or like interfacing at a higher level of intelligence with it, like with each other.
Yeah.
But for some reason that's what happens, and for some reason like a lot of them tend to end that like in that motion.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a pattern.
Yeah, it just like ceases because, yeah. No, you're right.
So anyway, yeah, God's cool. Me and him.
God's cool. God's
I fucking love doing it, bro. Just like praying and shit. Not even to like one like a Catholic God, just myself. I'm just like, please get me through this, or like, please give me like, not even just like grateful.
Yeah, exactly. It's always gonna happen.
I don't know. I just feel like that.
I
I feel like that's in your head.
Yeah.
Like God is you.
Yeah.
Like, when you pray to God, you're praying to yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Really.
For sure.
Everything's connected.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like you can.
I see.
It's like there's nothing wrong with like being religious and stuff like that. But it's all just like it's just like the concept. If the concept works for you, it leads you and leads you a happy life. It's like what the fuck am I to say anything about it?
But then like there's a feeling like you're always being watched as well by a higher power. Like you're being judged by every action.
Yeah, I don't do that at all.
Yeah, no. Like I can see like how some people fall into this pattern.
Yeah.
It's kind of fear based in a way. Actually.
Well, like you said,
It is.
Yeah.
God is just us.
Exactly. So
Like
like
you like don't pick up something on the side of the road, will you forgive yourself?
yeah, that's what it is. That's
That's
exactly.
why God is all forgiving. But also like if you know you have a bad conscience, like there's a certain point in every human that's like, bro, like I know, like if you kill someone, like so that's a big one, like a majority. People will be like, I can't live with myself after this point. Even if you technically could forgive yourself and continue living life, right?
Yeah.
It's like serial killers.
Like, you stupid bastard.
Well clip.
think
Music.
just go, yeah, music.
Yeah.
And I know we're talking about industry and numbers and shit.
Yeah, go.
And you're saying like one thing in the music industry that I don't like, right? That I hate, right? I think it's the I think it would have to be specifically in Melbourne. I see it, and I could be wrong. Maybe I'm like not in deep enough yet. Like I haven't seen enough of it. But I feel like a lot of artists are doing a very like solo-based thing. Like they're very curated behind like, having a record label push them to just their brand identity. And there's very little like things about collectives. I don't know many. Like I know like I don't know many music collectives.
Melbourne-wise.
In Melbourne.
Yeah. Alright, bro.
And it's
Everything's happening right now.
Yeah,
We're forming it.
That's
like,
true.
It's the process.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like fucking One House shit, George, everyone.
It's nice.
Any content creator, come, link up, we'll do bits.
Yeah.
Like some on some odd future shit.
Yeah.
All those guys are like financially stable right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because they all just like also like went and did their own thing. It was like made work for them. But
you're not looking to be signed.
Sorry,
you're not looking to be signed at all.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like I don't know. Yeah, not really. Because I feel like that rather like having a contract and like getting paid or releasing albums like fuck that. Yeah. I don't want to do that. I don't want to churn music out for a second. I'll churn content out to get people into my music. I'm happy to like just do that. Even though I don't like everybody else doing that. So they can get by. You can't just be like, oh yeah, no, the music will speak for itself. If it's good enough people will see it. It's like you gotta get that out of here. That's not how it works. You need to put yourself out there.
Yeah, but you gotta do it for you.
Yeah, that's why record labels are like low key. Obviously, like you don't need them. Like if you really want the connections.
That's why NFTs right now. That's where it's changing. That's the point. Like record labels will be powerless in the next 5 years.
Yeah,
because people can crowdfund you.
Exactly.
Instead of the record label getting money and then funding you.
Exactly. Like that's why influencers is such a big thing. Like you just like literally wear clothes and post pictures. And motherfuckers. Did they make money off that? Like that's just all it takes. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'd like to be able to do that. Like eventually. Like,
yeah.
Not my end goal, but it's like to have people like committed to me, like to the like die-hard fans. Even like a nice goal for me that I have right now is just like 1,000 fans that are like, veshawn is the fucking guy. Like not to go like big right or nothing, but just to be like to have some people that like fully like support me in the sense of like if he drops
support shit. Keyword support.
Yeah, like
I know following shit. Fuck all that.
Yeah, people can like follow you. People can like say they fuck with you and shit. Like word of mouth or whatever. But like support is very good support.
I don't want people to be behind me. I want to like go with me.
Exactly. Yeah, and like
follow. That's the best kind of win.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%. Like, I just want to bring all of the music homies up as well because there
you go.
Like the biggest thing was like up until like that was one of the main things when I came into music was like there wasn't many people around me that like fucked with the music like I did. But there was like the few homies I had, but like I didn't like really see them too much. But when I started like discovering the people, like, when I went to the gigs and all that, I just like attended a regular like some other gig. It was called Angel Hours. Run by like this label called like Baby Records. It's like a management thing. Run by this like chick named Gabby and like some other people. Shout out to Gabby because and then she set up another gig for me. It was my second gig and like I got on the lineup with all like, these artists that did alternative 5 or 12 emo rap and shit. Like it was so fun. Gabby's a goat. And pretty much like through them it was like I met so many people that are like like-minded and like my similar lanes. It was just like nice like bounce ideas from people finally. So I was just in my own fucking not echo chamber, but just like in my bubble. My own creative space for so long. I was like, it's cool. It allowed for my ideas to like grow a bit, but I'm only recently like had like do collaborative things. That's hard.
The best way.
It is hard, but it's good.
Bringing creative people together.
100%.
When I reach a certain level where I want to collab and I have like resource, I'll just like you gotta live with that person. You can't just collab. You can't just like cross paths in life. And,
no, like just business shit.
We need to like exchange auras, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%. No, you had to actually connect with people. Like I like when people hit me up. Like very few. I'm not saying like people like die and get me on a song or some shit.
They are. Speaking of into existence.
Yeah, right. It's like, if they pay, like if they pay. But it's like I don't know. I would never like charge people for like for me like hop on a song, collaborate with them if I genuinely fuck with them as a person and shit like that. Like while it's a business world and like money comes to everything, there's still an emotional aspect of everything. And if people like connect there, things will operate very differently. Probably
like whose favorite album is from a movie. Like nobody's favorite albums are fucking like Into the Spider-Verse album. Like, it's good soundtrack. Yeah, there's good artists.
Yeah.
Like, even the Wakanda one, which was like actually sick. Like I never think about that. Yeah, because it's
I never thought about an OST. Like, yeah, this is my favorite fucking OST.
Yeah, it's corporate, bro. People just they have filters. They're not dumb. Like we're not dumb people, bro. Like, and a lot of people think we are as a collective, but like I don't think so.
I'm not gonna think what they think. Bro.
Yeah, legit though.
And so that's just their,
Yeah,
that's their life.
I'm on that. I'm so on that, bro. I'm
Yeah.
going through that. Yeah, like so much just, especially when you put yourself out there, like bro, you're showing people all your vulnerabilities, your powerlessness.
Yeah.
and it's a form of strength, but it's still hurt. Like
It's a strength, but like, there's a compromise of like that comfort zone. Like,
yeah, for sure.
that shit's
It's like I could be the coolest motherfucker, just chilling in the back, like observing everything. People would think I'm sick, but like, is that me? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Who's like an
right.
artist like that just chills in the background?
Who was one that I could think of?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to have like a sick example.
Like Pusha?
Pusha T?
Yeah.
Nah, cause he just deals drugs, bro. So like he's fine.
Push.
Yeah, Pusha.
That's funny.
Like I don't know, like some really just shit artists that like nobody like. Oh, perfect. French Montana. Fuck off. That's that little grunt. Like name that meme. It's like name one French Montana song without a feature.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I remember those emails like which Montana's better as a French Montana.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana.
Right,
I'm like, yeah, Montana.
You see where I'm coming from? People know he's not genuine, so they just don't fuck with him at all.
Yeah.
So he's trying to hide in the back and be cool behind Drake or
And be
whatever.
like,
Too flat.
Yeah. No, hell no.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
We're not
people in the
talking.
background who are putting all this shit onto you, they are putting that shit onto you because they know if they were in your position, right, they would get
Yeah, that's why people always say listen to the kids.
Yeah.
Because like kids,
They're not
in this like filtered world. They're like, oh, that's mine. Like, oh, I don't want to share with you. Fuck you. Like that's what kids are. Like each for their own.
Yeah.
So they're more creative because of that.
Like when I trip acid, bro.
Like, do you remember that video? It was like when I walk into a classroom of primary school kids, I'm walking into a classroom of future scientists. Because kids are asking me, why is grass green? Why is the sky blue? Like they're asking creative questions.
Asking why is one of the most important things.
But anyway, yeah, you walk into like a classroom, you see
primary
like,
school kids.
Yeah.
And like each one of them are scientists.
Yeah.
Because of the questions they're asking.
They're all exploring, bro.
But the point is like, where along the line do we lose that? Why do we stop asking why is the sky
Well, like
blue?
I feel like
why is grass green? Like
They'd be like, oh, these are the questions you were asking. This is the path you should take.
yeah. They prescribe you instead of healing, like doctors, bro.
Straight up, I remember, like before I was into music, like before I even thought I could do anything with it, it was just a hobby. I didn't know what I wanted to do after school and shit. And I remember I tried, like, my mom was like, oh, you could try accounting. I did like the subject in it, fucking hated
Yeah,
it.
it sucks.
And then I kind of mad, I was like, this
I feel like
is so
everyone that does
depressing.
accounting is like fuck accounting.
Yeah, and then it's the way they taught it in school. It's like when you do accounting anyway, not to like belittle accounting, but it's like
No.
everything's done in the spreadsheet. The shit they teach you in school is
Yeah.
like, I guess it helps if you're trying to explain it to somebody and understand what all the numbers mean.
Bro, it's so trippy, right?
But
Like,
it's very fucked up. Like I don't know, just I could not do that. And then I wanted to be like an I was into cars when I was younger.
You're right.
I wanted to be an automotive engineer and shit. And just like I remember taking physics, and then like I missed a day of class. Came back the next day. Like first they were talking about like energy and motion stuff, and they started. I missed one day. I come back. They start talking about fucking coulombs and electricity. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried. I just like tried to get through in
Yeah.
school. I didn't like slack off just because my mom would be on my ass about that.
No.
Like, I didn't blame it. It's like so much to get into Australia, you know, do the education thing.
So like I feel like
That's
neither
how it
of us have lost that creative thing. Like the thing where you would ask a question.
Yeah, no, I definitely haven't.
No. Whereas
I'm trying
like
to do it more now.
accountant type people. With their, you know how like the matrix is all green and like
Yeah.
it's like 0 and 1s? It's fucking spreadsheet, Excel work, just green and numbers and letters.
But yeah, I feel like there are people that just think in a very like, like this leads to causation kind of way.
It's
like
true, though.
this equals this.
It's
like
true.
A
The very logical way.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
We need
it
it.
is good, but like you shouldn't think of everything logically because not everything has a logical explanation.
It like fucking comes to the point, like it's shit when it goes to the point where your logic man on your label is telling you need to do this to you, like in a shitty hypothetical situation. Like we need to get this amount of streams, like you better like work your ass off or some shit. It's just like, bro, you need to think, you all like inner mind needs to be like
clear as fuck when you're creating.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And like if you have that in the back, like that anxiety, bro, it's like, bruh.
Yeah. What are some ways that you like clear your head when you're being creative?
Yeah. Get into the zone, the zen moment.
Yeah. The flow. It's called the flow.
The flow.
Yeah. Shit.
Like skating with me is like one way to do it, and you ride.
Yeah, BMX.
Yeah. I definitely get in the flow when I make music.
Yeah.
Like you lose track of time and shit.
Yeah, always. That was the main thing because like school and shit, like going throughout all of it, like I do enough to keep up, but the reason that made it hard is because like my brain is always. You imagine like I had like several train tracks, right? And all the trains are just running fucking like train mode all at the same time. So it's like, and then now like when I meditate, like I notice all these little trains going past, and even just watching it's fucking tiring. But like I'm managing it though. It's last night I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm actually able to manage all these things more. But
it's tight.
Very tiring.
It's tight. I'm like that as well. Like,
so you like picture shit in your mind like that?
Yeah,
I'm visual as well.
Visual. I feel like I've gotten a bit less visual as I got older, but it's like my dreams are fucking cool. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, me too. I got vivid dreams.
Yeah. But
I had a crazy dream last night, bro.
Really?
It was just a massive flood. And like I was like, you know, in Suicide Squad, where they have Avengers Endgame. They like have people in the. Have you seen it?
Endgame.
Like they have a comic book shit. It's like this prison. It's like Alcatraz but underwater.
Oh yeah.
I was like flying overhead, and like this like thing like appeared. You know how like the water fucks off when there's like a wind blowing.
Yeah.
And it's just like an eye, like under the water, like just an eye, just like chilling. I was like, I guess it's time to wake up.
Guys dream about this shit. Yeah. And then girls dream about
getting
like scenarios. Of,
like,
getting
railed, bro.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, they do.
Like these astral host stories.
Yeah.
No, it's like that meme where they're like, he's probably dreaming about other women, and then you're like, I saw the eye.
Eye in Alcatraz.
Yeah. Fucking
that's how it is. But I think that was part of why I was like, shit, music is really good for me because it helped me just like not think about everything, not think so fucking much, and just do things. I think a lot, and I was like, music was like something that was really good for me in that sense. Yeah. And it's the first thing like when I was like I failed mechanic, I failed like maths and physics and shit. Couldn't do any of that. Didn't really take to science like the other side of it as well.
No.
I don't know, it just wasn't that interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, something creative. Like drawing, I don't draw much. I just do like a little bit of just like scribble shit. But I never really take it seriously.
Yeah.
But music, like when I started like messing around with beats and started like creating something, I'm like, oh shit, I have control over this. No one's telling me, oh, do this certain way.
Exactly.
Do this certain way. Oh, by right, this is blah 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 blah. Just do it my way.
Just do it. Yeah.
And then I was happy with like, the outcome of it. And you do it more and more and more.
Because you're not trying or doing, you're just being.
Yeah, you're just the practice of it, and so you know, when I first started, I wasn't even thinking about the practice of it. It was just like, it was just like, this is sick. Yeah. This is fun.
Yeah, we had another podcast with Malcolm, MD Fashion Co, and he was like, bro, if I stop doing this, like this is my therapy. If I stop doing this, I will overthink. I will like just geek out, like bro, like, and that's the same as me, like.
I always wonder like, what do you think would be like if you didn't have these like somewhat creative outlets?
Yeah, well, I'll be the same. It'll just all be in here.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like a kettle ready to fucking.
It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, bro. Like.
That's why I think as much some people will be kind of be like, you're just so talented, man. Like obviously, like I can appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
But people don't realize like no one starts off like being fucking amazing at anything.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the same thing I think about when I
put time into it. Just to have a creative practice, no matter who you are. Have a creative practice. Like, you can do numbers and do accounting. I don't give a shit. Like just draw, sing, make a song. Like paint a picture. Like make a video, do something. Like, I don't know. Just put something out. That isn't for like.
No, actually don't. I don't want the competition, so don't.
Yeah.
Keep writing a little book report.
Just journal.
Yeah, that's it. Even that's good though. Yeah, it's fine. It's legit one way to get it out as well.
I used to be put off from it from school because like
Dear Diary shit.
Yeah, and you see like girls in their journaling and shit like that. Like, oh no, that's so cringe. That's so girly. It's so really icky. But it's like older, like it actually helps.
Yeah. I mean, you do it like when you write lyrics,
And I used to do a lot of that.
Yeah, well, same thing.
I would do it.
Pretty much, yeah. And then now I start journaling on there as well.
Yeah.
I back that up actually. I lost like 3 years worth of shit.
Damn.
Not music really, but just like photos. But
yeah,
I lost all my notes a lot. I was like, fuck.
Same happened to me. Like last time I switched my phone. Yeah. It's an L, but it's actually good.
It's tough. It's like it's not in my head anymore. I can
a
bunch of
it's freeing, right?
So much new shit.
Exactly, right?
The phone for
legit.
All the old ideas like
beginning and end, they're the same thing. We're the same thing, bro. We're just disguised. We're just labeled as different things. But like the second something begins, the next cycle just starts.
Yeah.
Ends. The next cycle begins. Yeah.
When the last one ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even just in terms of years, bro. The same.
Yeah.
Night,
Like
one ends. One
die the
begins.
same way you came alive.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We have to find out. Should we do a live death on podcast? That'd be, bro. I'd get like some attention. Like that'd be fun. Like some Logan Paul like suicide forest shit.
some hostile shit.
Just like fuck.
Oh, who did that? Fucking was it Logan?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love that.
That's crazy. I forgot that happened. YouTube is so fun.
Yeah, so you forget
Exactly. What happened?
So, dude, yeah. I don't know.
Bring back YouTube, bro. Bring back wholesome content. Now it's corporate shit.
Yeah, bring back wholesome content. People just like spitting utter fucking.
No, there are still people that make wholesome content.
Yeah, for sure. But you'd be surprised how many people right now are on YouTube, and you would think that they're just made like the same as like I'm doing or you're doing.
Right.
Like just making it out of your bedroom. They like have been fucking planted. Like someone's paid them to be like a face on you. Like it's like
Okay.
like they're aspired to be an actor, and a label or an agency's gone do this because it makes more money and will blow you up.
That same thing exists in music, 100% with like industry plans,
Yeah.
like their image being curated and shit.
Yeah.
That's another thing I hate.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's just the record labels like
Oh.
making it seem like this artist is this really homegrown look like
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, now they're underground, they're doing all this
Yeah.
shit. But so they have all these people, like a management behind them.
Like Lil Xan.
Lil Xan had that. Even
Fuck Lil Xan.
he's something else.
Nah, I like him, but like he's probably a good guy. Just fuck his character.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the whole, I don't know. Aesthetic's fucking weird for artists. Like I remember Lil Pump. I saw a video talking about. It was like I think it's some producer person named Diablo and somebody else on like a record label all worked together to have something called like the Lil Pump plan or the Lil Pump experiment.
Really?
Where his whole character
Like Timmy Thick. Bro, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Nah. It's cool. But,
Oh, it's like a Harvard thing. Sorry. Jade Michonne was an experiment gone wild. We never should have let him out the fucking cage, bro. But yeah, sorry, continue.
And it's like, it's like, isn't it as if he came up with this image on his own? Like,
He was 15, bro, wasn't he? 16.
Yeah, he was young as fuck. I remember he got a post story as like low-key, like being like happy, but I was like,
Yeah. And
I was like,
who else did that? Juice WRLD? Did Juice WRLD do that? Somebody was like, Donald Glover definitely did that.
Yeah.
Yonks ago.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't know if you. Do you fuck with like Donald Glover? Like.
I don't keep
Gambino?
up with him. I think he's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. I reckon he's my favorite artist. Like, I would listen to.
I think he's a fucking genius. Like, the amount of shit he's created. Like, that was.
No, he's very talented.
In terms of
Creative-wise,
singular albums. Like
just his versatility is good.
I ended up getting to listen to him.
He's talented, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the show called Atlanta? Isn't it called?
Atlanta, yeah. That's tight.
That shit is
Yeah.
actually sick.
Yeah. But like, in terms of his albums, it's all, like, I would listen to a Childish Gambino album. I love Kanye, but I would listen to it way before a Kanye album.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because like it's a whole like similar
Camp
experience.
vibe.
It's like the same vibe. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Mm.
Camp's sick, and they're all
it's
different.
Camp's
Like you don't know like Kanye's is a progression, and Donald Glover's just like. Pew, 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 pew. Like
You know,
it's
the
just
types
like,
of songs you
yeah, like the genre.
That's the what I'm trying to do with my
Yeah,
music as well,
fuck yeah.
for sure. It's like
Yeah.
I'd like to have albums and like EPs or like songs that like
Same thing,
that are
yeah.
cohesive and shit.
Yeah.
But the stuff I've got like stacked up in the vault and stuff, I'll show you guys and give you guys Dropbox links.
Yeah.
You know how it starts and it's like
Yes,
it's just
yeah.
all different sounding shit. Like
Yeah,
nothing's sounding
sure.
similar.
Yeah, nice.
And I think it was because also like when I was making beats and stuff like that, I hated just like because I saw like the culture of like making type beats being a really big thing for like because I first wanted to be a producer before I wanted to be an artist.
Hell yeah.
But I didn't enjoy like making 20 beats with like a melody that like slightly changes each
Yeah,
time.
fuck
Like
that.
using the same drums. I hated doing that shit.
Yeah, no.
I just thought it was so boring. There was no fun in it.
Yeah.
I was just like I try to do something different each time. Obviously like everything's similar, like in the same realm of like old hip hop shit, but I wouldn't try to force out a bunch of shit that I
Yeah.
didn't actually,
But listen
time
to
create.
other genres of music, not just rap.
Why?
Well, I think that's what Kid Cudi did.
Yeah,
He listened
it's
to
worth listening to.
yeah, like Nirvana and all these other bands,
Mm.
and then incorporating that into a rap style.
Yeah, like when I started, I mean, I love rap and shit, but like when I
It's
wanted
not
to
where
like try
it's-
and
it's
use,
now.
and use my voice a lot more,
Yeah, you're in the future, bro.
and then that's why I started like trying to go listen to rock music and a bunch of like all that alternative shit. And I see the way they like project, and I'm like, fuck. Mainly because like little people and I saw his influences, and I'm like, okay, let me go and delve in and find the stuff that I like in that realm. And then came across Zillakami, then I went back to like the old
Zillakami,
metal stuff. And I'm
yeah.
like, "Hey, this is fucking
I like
sick."
Zillakami, bro.
Zillakami is so dope.
Oh, it's so raw.
I want to meet him.
Yeah. He's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That image is just like, yeesh.
He just looks dope.
Yeah.
Like, best fashion is like my.
Oh, bro, the grunt, like the tech wear shit, like.
Yeah, it's very it's just
bikey.
It's like fucking like bikey grunge.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Like
Also-
Helsing Station. Have you seen Helsing Station? It's like a video with like him and 6ix9ine. I reckon.
Oh yeah, that was like the song that they had, and then like I think 6ix9ine like caught traction after that, and then
Yeah.
Zilla just did because 6ix9ine
Yeah.
just left them out.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, when I look back now, I'm just like, I'm glad Zilla's like flourishing now. Like,
Yeah.
he's getting way more like.
Well, I mean, it's yeah.
Then being associated with 6ix9ine with all the controversy he had.
Yeah.
Imagine they like just stayed tight. I feel like Zilla would have broken off anyway.
Yeah. Fuck that.
But like, I'm kind of glad like even like way early on they broke up anyway, even though it wasn't like on good terms. And all.
Yeah. Takashi, like,
So I fucked him. Like,
it works.
Mm.
The sad part is it works. He's
It
the TikTok.
works.
He's the chicks on TikTok, like the
he is.
chicks with the tits on TikTok, like the equivalent.
oh rap.
Yeah, rap, yeah.
He was, like.
And like,
yeah,
what does he like? Does he have respect now? I don't know. Whereas me and you were talking
Does he
about
need it, though?
Zillakami. I don't know, bro. That's
I don't
the
think
thing.
he does.
Well, I mean, he kind of lost it by default when he snitched on his people and also got beaten up.
Yeah, but
and, like,
he's
got
still
his leg.
relevant.
Is he? We're talking about it. So.
Yeah.
If we're talking about him, he's relevant, yeah.
Damn.
As long as the word gets said, yeah.
Damn,
As long as
yeah.
the word gets said. But like, and like a grand scheme of it of like, who's playing this shit right now? I don't know. I saw this like page where hacked in. Like, it wasn't hacked.
that was
I
that
reckon it wasn't
take.
hacked. I call Cal. I feel like it wasn't hacked.
I don't know.
I feel like just.
Yeah, I feel like he did it so people would look at his profile like,
I like
yeah.
being because memes is a good thing as well.
Yeah.
Also TikTok. just-
In that aspect, he's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can
exactly.
make a music
That's why he
video-
might not need it. Respect.
100%.
But you would rather blow up with respect, right? Like, not even respect, like
I think
integrity,
most people
rather, right?
I would.
Because like the amount of energy that person probably has to deal with on a daily basis, like even if it's like virtual, it's a
Yeah.
lot of like exchange and like you,
You
can
mean
see
like-
like through his physical appearance that it's like taking a toll, like
Yeah.
gaining weight, like
Like just being a fucking show pony.
yeah,
Yeah, no, like, that's not in my persona anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like it's very hard to like try and
Yeah.
force that as well.
for sure. Yeah,
Like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have no matter who you are, you always put on a somewhat of persona for social media.
yeah, it's
No
hard.
matter how much try to be personal and vulnerable and shit, there'll always be the fine line. Like you said, the bubble wrap.
The bubble wrap for sure. The
Bubble wrap's
packaging.
always there.
Yeah.
But,
Make sure it's like branded Nike bubble wrap. That's all you gotta do. Like the best version of yourself bubble wrap.
platinum holograph.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Diamond
Make it
camera.
shine.
We're talking COD cameras now.
Hey yo! Oh,
Yeah.
shout out God.
Legit.
Screamed so much hate speech back in the day.
Oh,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Did you play with George?
George? Nah.
Ah, damn. That kid used to play from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Rinse and repeat every single day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll get him on here. He keeps ducking me, that little slut. You're a bitch, George. Fucking get him up.
Yeah, I can't play too much COD or Rage.
Oh no, I can like. Oh sorry, I was gonna be like making up on my slanderous comments by saying go to his show, but like it's alright. It's alright. He needs to earn that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to
Are you gonna do that? Nah. Come,
tear the
come.
ticket.
What?
Nah, come. Are you gonna
Oh,
like
me? Yeah.
in terms of like? I feel like he's a good person to base your marketing model off.
He's got good marketing schemes for sure.
Yeah. He's
I-
very
I take
cerebral.
notes from George.
Yeah,
The way
cerebral.
he goes about
Yeah.
like carrying
Yeah, no.
himself on social
Gotta
media and
respect
shit.
it.
Trying to go to venues and be like, yo, this is the music we make, and this is how many people they can bring. If you're not making like bedroom indie electronic pop or indie rock or like
Yeah.
surf rock and shit,
Yeah.
most of like Australian like music media is not really fucking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who cares, bro?
Yeah, and it's like that's their loss.
They're 5 years behind
There's a scene blossoming now with so many underground artists.
Oh,
and, like,
bro.
even the more established ones. Have you heard of Dane?
No.
Dane, yeah, I think she's like 18 or 19 years old. And she's been doing like the whole like emo alternative rap thing for like so many years.
Oh yeah.
And now she's established. She has like a song like Ollie Sykes. Like, do you think he's from like or some shit
Yeah.
like that?
Bro,
I'm
Melbourne,
someday
like
I'm
Australia
not
is the
sure.
next USA, bro.
Huh?
Australia is the next USA. When they sink,
It'd be
when those
crazy.
cunts fucking run themselves into the dirt. Melbourne's the new New York. Sydney's the new LA.
Imagine.
Yeah, Queensland's like LA.
LA's Area 51, bro. When I was young, I was like, wow, LA's so cool. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck living in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I could never.
I've been there. I like the energy, but you
I
probably couldn't
went
live
there. It was cool. I met BMX riders and shit. Like, that
Oh,
part
fuck
was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But like, the whole scene of like.
I think it was established in good faith, but then it's just been overrun by fucking Satan. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, just like
I don't know. It's just very. I feel like it's a very cloudy place.
oh yeah.
It's a very cloudy place. You have to be like on your 110% of the time.
I gotta cut you off because you're not getting me anything. Like I'm not benefiting from you. Fuck all that, bro.
Mm.
Like relationships. Like you need relationships. Like not just like with one person, but like in the music industry, in the artistic.
Yeah, but you also got to bring out like the Pat Babe inside of yourself.
You do. You actually do.
Yeah.
You know what he's talking about? American Psycho.
I'm not.
It's just like a sociopath version of yourself. That's just like cut and dry and like gets what he wants. Like he's good at it. Like it's just like a leadership quality.
You mean like finding that part of yourself?
Yeah, that's just like a badass and doesn't give a single like straight logic, no emotion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You also have to bring that side of yourself out.
Yeah.
It's always the balance.
Hell yeah.
It's always the balance.
But there's always like people that you can do that you pay to do that for on your behalf. Like that's what managers are effectively. Cunts who don't give a fuck. Just like I want you, and that's like, or a good manager I should say. Don't give a fuck about like the emotional anything.
Yeah, it's
They
like,
don't give a fuck
somebody
about
else
the
that can do
music.
that. I can do this for them. They'll
Yeah.
bring in a.
It's like a lawyer as well. So you want that in a lawyer.
And then
Yeah.
they can make their money off it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they're good at that. Yeah, you need that.
Mhm.
You need that 100% logical thinkers and shit. People
Yeah.
that can look at the numbers, look at all the statistics in the data, and
Yeah.
be like, okay, do this. This works well. This doesn't work well.
Yeah.
And even that kind of shit, I feel like independent artists, you still need to like know that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then look into it.
Yeah.
I'm
You got to be a
just
one-man
like-
army before you do
Yeah,
anything. Like,
it's worth like being able to like make your own graphics, do your own cover, like do your own cover.
but even you don't. I don't even think like. Do you do a lot of your own design?
Yeah, I do like all my own cover art
Ah,
and shit
sick,
like that.
yeah.
I want to like make money so I can like at least get other people to pay for it. Because there's so many people
Yeah.
like, damn, your art is sick, but I don't want to lowball them.
Yeah.
I
for
hate
sure.
lowballing people when I see like their works because I hate when people like lowball me for like being.
Don't even
shit.
label. Just ask what you would take. That's what I do in any like negotiation.
Yeah.
Like you just get them to tell you what what their number is, and you're like, all right, and then maybe label if you want to.
Yeah, it depends. That's how much I fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to Steve Jobs that shit. Go back to Apple and fire the board.
Yeah, legit. No, Kanye. Come back to me when you found God. Yeah.
Right, no.
But yeah, I can full see that side of him in like the psychopath side in a lot of influential people. Like have you seen the video of him like just yelling, just anyone, Steve Jobs, all these.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, like Zuckerberg probably fucking.
Zuck is so
Zuck probably got a
Make the
bank account.
metaverse for me now.
Yeah, that's it.
His brain is a VR headset.
Yeah.
His brain has a VR headset.
He definitely like gets people killed like every day. Like my coffee's wrong.
Maybe
my
he's
coffee.
already neurolinked himself to an AI
Oh. Hey, I reckon Elon Musk has done that for sure.
already.
He probably hooked up to the CCTVs in the office. Like,
Yeah,
he's
he's listening.
He's
He's
getting
here.
phone on the side of his fucking head. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that then now like your shit that YouTube like this is fucking community guy like that shit like
They don't have a good excuse for this time.
Huh?
They don't have a good enough excuse for that. But they might like age restrict it or like demonetize. Like fuck you, bro.
Honestly.
Dead set.
Kids can't know this yet, they can't ask why.
Yeah.
Why does my Zuckerberg
That's it.
look like
Play
that?
ad now.
There's a degree of that though. Like you're not allowed to ask why.
Yeah,
Or it's like looked down upon.
because everyone says that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people just like being like, that's the way things are, that's the way it is.
But there's a power in that, bro. Going with the flow.
You
There's
mean
such a
like-
huge power in just like be like water, like Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? But you can't always be like you can't always go along with what's happening.
You
Sometimes
mean
you
like
have to
asking
like
why and then not getting an answer and then being like, that's cool? Is that what you mean? Like the flow?
Yeah,
just,
well-
just accepting like, okay,
Yeah.
I get an answer?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Being
a
comfortable
degree
with
of
being not knowing is
Yeah.
a thing as well. Because when you ask why for every single thing, then you're
Yeah.
also just trying to feed that logical side of you.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know what the root of this is.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's me a bit, you know.
Yeah, no, this
I fucking spit.
this guy like sees something, he needs to know what it is.
Yeah.
Like we were
It's not
walking
bad.
at
No,
night
it's-
and these trees had like metal tags on them. He's like, oh, I can't sleep until I find out what these tags are.
Bro, why are you putting metal clips on trees, dude?
where were the clips at?
Westerfolds Park.
What,
They're like-
what do you mean by clips? Like, were they just
Oh, like tags. Like you know how sheep have fucking
Oh yeah,
some
yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Some like ugh. I agree with vegan booty in that regard. Like we're not trying to fucking. We're not
Yeah,
trying
I don't hate on veganism or nothing like that.
oh fuck no.
Like, I still be eating meat because I grew up and so
Yeah.
making the switch is like a big thing. it's like at home, mum be cooking the food mainly.
Yeah.
And she'd be eating meat and everything like that. And I just,
Yeah.
just go with it. And I understand why people are vegan. I feel like,
Oh, for sure. I'll make a fat video explaining like why I'm plant-based. People are gonna be like, but yeah, alright. Usually at the end of every podcast, I ask our esteemed guests to give like a bit of a 10-year rundown or like
Bro, I was gonna say that.
a look in the future to like, say, imagine you're speaking to your future self. What are you gonna tell them in the next 10 years? Where do you imagine yourself?
You mean like what?
And also to the people watching, like it's a message for them. These people who are discovering you right now, 10 years in the future.
10 years in the future. I feel like the main thing, like I said, like myself 10 years from now.
Like stay true to like, what do you think
Yeah,
works
like
now?
what I said earlier, that I'm holding that really close to me now. It's just like trust in the process.
Yeah.
Trust in yourself. Always ask questions and question yourself. Don't stay comfortable. Don't stay stagnant. Always be creative and doing something.
For sure.
I heard like the young Ling say that in the Montreality interview. Like no matter what it is, always be doing something. Even if I'm not doing music, I could be like fucking helping home and direct movies or some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
But that would be kind of sick.
Yeah,
Or
bro.
cameo somewhere.
I can see that.
Yeah, that'd be. I want that one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to always like try to create. Always like, just try to create, not for the sake of having an outcome, because whatever happens in 10 years, I have no like I don't know how much control I have over that. There's no point trying to fucking stress about that at all. So
Yeah.
focus on what you can do right now. Stress about what's in your control, not out of your control.
Hell yeah. I like it.
Go very
Thanks, bro.
good shit.
Appreciate it.
Sick on,
Shit. Hey, I remember you had like, remember the ice and salt shit? I remember you had that on your arm. Do you still have that?
Do you remember that, bro?
Yeah, like, that's one thing I remember.
Yeah, that's some Nardwuar shit, bro. What the fuck? Bro, hey, no, you haven't said
And
that.
do 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 do